What's going on, sports card collectors? It's a Friday. The NBA playoffs is still going on. Crucial game 7 tonight with the Raptors and Celtics. Can the Nuggets hold on and keep the series alive and beat the Clippers? And today, we're going to make Real Talk be all about GMA. I need to talk to you guys because I know there's some of you out there that use GMA for just their personal collection. I know there's some of you that use GMA to flip and sell on eBay. And then there's some of you that do a flip on eBay and get just the minimum flip for the quick turnaround. Guys, those of you that are selling for solo for the quick flip to move on to the next thing, you're hurting us. This is real talk. You're hurting me. You're hurting other individuals as well. For instance, I have a LeBron James. I'm not going to get into the year. Is GMA graded. PSA is right around the 170, 180 mark for the PSA 10. And I went and put myself down to the 140, 150 mark. And I went to go do a search to see the sold listings for graded cards. And somebody sold that same exact card, graded GMA 10, for $49.99. That is great that you got that turnaround and that profit, and it was probably a $25 to $30 quick flip for you. But for those of us that are trying to get GMA recognized up with the big three, SGC, BGS, and PSA, I think you guys need to just take a look at that and be a little bit more patient and get a little bit more price for that. I know I can't blame you for that quick flip and that profit and $23 profit all day long. Yes, it's a numbers game. If you're doing 100 cards and at $23 profit, so be it. But if you're not doing that large of a numbers like myself, number one, because I can't afford to do these 400 and 500 or 1,000 card submissions that some people are able to do. I'm submitting 10, 12, 20 cards at the most at a time, and usually the 20 cards is with GMA. SGC, I just started submitting to them, so it's the first time submitting outside of GMA. I do have graded cards by the other graders, but I didn't submit them. They're already graded for me. So SGC, I submitted a 11 card order and just recently a 12 card order. I do not have those back. So let's get back on GMA. I still very much like GMA. I do like to resell GMA on eBay also. I've been seeing between, like some other people have too, the PSA 9 and the PSA 10. I'm getting in between that range, very close to the PSA 10. So I'm actually very pleased with that. Matter of fact, my last order that I just submitted to GMA was 20 cards. I submitted it. They received it last Thursday. I just got billed. Actually, I got an email from them Tuesday that said be September 20th before I got it back. And I know other people have gotten that or those types of emails as well. However, they did bill me yesterday. And they shipped out my order yesterday. And because it's a weekend, it says it's not due to be delivered till Tuesday the 15th. So if we take the weekends out on both ends here out of the equation, today's a Thursday. It's been 7 days from last Thursday, but it's only been 5 business days. You take Monday, Tuesday. I'm actually getting my order back in 7 business days. It's 11 days. Because there's two different weekends in there. But so honestly, back in 11 days, that's still really good. Because I know that GMA's business has picked up quite a bit, just like SGC. So if I'm getting my order back in 11 days or 7 business days, that's really, really phenomenal for GMA. I do need to add one thing. Has anybody who's paid GMA by PayPal notice the difference? My last few orders, it'll say GMA grading when they send me an order. This last time when they billed me, it says Gem Mint authentication. So I thought that was interesting. It doesn't say GMA grading on my bill. This time it says Gem Mint authentication. I like that better. So actually what I've done is I changed all of my GMA graded cards that I have on eBay for sale, where you to do it where it says graded, and GMA is not a selection in there. You got everybody else, but you can write it in there yourself. I put in Gem Mint authentication, and then in parentheses I put GMA in capital letters. So I like that. I'm hoping somebody else has recommended it too, that eBay will recognize that and eventually add GMA in that equation. But for now, I'll manually do that. I have cards on there that are being watched by a lot of individuals that are GMA. So we're trying to see if we can get those pushed. Also, I've noticed too, I went from doing 7-8 sales a day for the last 50 days in a row to I've made one day I had 3 sales. I haven't had any sales in the last 5 or 6 days now, which I find really awkward. Granted, I haven't put a lot of new stuff on, but I still have a lot of stuff on my eBay store. So, and I positive feedback. So it's just a little weird. I don't know if it's because the playoffs, the numbers of teams have dwindled down. So that desire for a broader range of players just isn't there right now. Even with Ja Morant winning the Rookie of the Year, you'd think his cards would explode. I don't see them exploding that much. Matter of fact, Zion Williamson's kind of taking the back seat for a little while. So, and that very well could be. I do have a few of my items on eBay listed that are bidding. So there's still a couple days left on that. So they will eventually sell once those auctions are up. But guys, I just wanted to say, listen, GMA is still there. I know the label's still kind of ugly. But I honestly still like their slabs. You still can't beat the $5 cost price point for per card. I know I did a group submission for SGC, 11 cards, 12 cards, and it's $8.25 a card. That adds up when you're submitting a huge number of cards, that $3.25 difference. So GMA, you still can't beat that for personal collection, for resale, for flip. So we're still working on getting GMA recognized a little bit more. They're not quite there yet, but I do still like GMA. Actually, I like the price point all along. So NBA playoffs, just to get off the topic just a little bit. Lakers, I think they're going to finish it up tomorrow. We'll take out the Rockets. Clippers are probably going to finish tonight. So we're going to have an LA, excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze. We'll have an LA Western Conference final. The Celtics tonight, I think, are going to take care of business. The Tatum's going to lead the way with help with Jaylen Brown. Basically, the whole supporting cast is going to help him, but Tatum's not going to let this one get away. Although you do have Kyle Lowry on the Raptors. They are the defending champs. If he has anything to say for it, they won't let the Celtics win, but I really think the Celtics are going to win in advance. So you're going to have the Celtics in there for the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat. That matchup, I honestly don't know where to go. From the get-go, I believe the Celtics are going to win the Eastern Conference, but the way Miami's been playing, or should I say the way Jimmy Butler's been playing, I'm not so sure that Miami might have a matchup problem against the Celtics, and I mean in their favor. So, but we'll see. Anyways, it should be a great Eastern Conference final. The Western Conference final, again, I'm a Lakers fan. I still think you can't beat the 1-2 punch of LeBron and Anthony Davis. And if LeBron has anything to say for it, as much as I like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, I like the hustle of a Patrick Beverley and a Montrezl Harrell. I still think that the Lakers have enough to get over the hump and to work their way into the NBA Finals this year, and hopefully playing against the Celtics for a Lakers-Celtics rivalry like back in the old days for the NBA Finals championship. So, guys, like I said, if you're out there flipping cards GMA, I get it. But maybe if you have just a little bit more patience, maybe bump it up a little bit more. You're hurting us when we're trying to get both between that PSA 9 and 10 level for our cards that are graded, and we're getting undercut by somebody else with the same exact card through GMA for that quick flip. And I know I can see the response, so I'll play both sides of the fence there. If it was me, I'd be like, that's not my problem, that's your problem. I made what I want, I'm happy with that, I'm moving on to my next card to flip it. I get that. But for a company that we're trying to get boosted up and get a little bit more recognition, selling a card that I should be selling at $150, $140 and seeing it sell for $49.99 is not helping us out. It's not helping GMA out. So all I'm asking is just be aware of that, be conscientious of that, and help us out a little bit as you can. But at the same time, I can't get mad at you for trying to earn that money. I try to do that on the side as well. So, I have my own personal collection, but then I do flip and sell the cards. Majority of my cards are raw. I'm actually thinking about changing things up and trying to go more graded than raw. I know that there was another individual on YouTube that said, when you're buying cards, before you buy a raw card, see what else they sell, because if they're selling graded, then you're getting the garbage cards. I can understand that point, but I can tell you from me personally, if I'm selling a raw card, it's because I've chose not to get it graded and I just want to sell it to get it off. In a sense, to me, back in the day, that was called a common card. Commons I don't want to hang on to because they're more of a thorn in my side right now. I would just like to deal with just buying single individual cards and selling them. Part of my collection is because of box breaks and open up the packages and ripping the packs open. So that's why I have all these extra cards. It isn't because I'm selling you the junk or the garbage cards that I didn't want. It's because I've actually can't afford to go and get all of my cards graded. I have actually considered taking all of my cards off that are raw off eBay and just selling graded. And then, like some people do, is once they sell off that inventory, the money they make from that, go and get another batch of cards graded, sell that batch, get another group of cards graded, sell that batch. I could do that, but I think there's over 800 cards listed on my eBay store, and maybe 40 of those are graded. So that's a lot of cards, a lot of listings to end to just go that route. I mean, maybe that's a route I'd have to go, but I've actually done pretty well with just selling raw cards. Even if it's 99 cents to $1.25, I'm making something off of it. I'm not getting rich, obviously, off of it, but it moves a card that I don't want, and it gives somebody else a card at a really decent price. And if they want to go ahead and get it graded, then you've got a really good card to go grade because I didn't give you a junk card. All my listings are shipped as pictured. And like I said, my feedback's there. People have said great prices, fast shipping, great packaging. So if you see my account at KB or K.B. Sports Cards, or I think eBay's KB Sports Cards, I'm selling both. But it's because I choose not to grade every single card I have. So you're getting the card. Most of these are ripped right out of a pack. So you're getting right from pack to penny sleeve to your doorstep being sold. So guys, I appreciate you taking the time. I know this is a little long-winded. But I just had to get off my chest that, this GMA pricing, there's such a wide range of pricing. If we could try to stick together and keep around the same pricing, that benefits all of us. Plus it benefits GMA to get them more on the map. So guys, I appreciate you subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you would even consider doing so, it's free. Hit the bell so you can be notified when we put up a new video. This is our second one in 2 days. I'll have another one coming up this weekend. I might actually do another box break, but I might change it up and do a 17-18 box break or something along that lines, or 18-19. And then also, give us a follow on K.B. Sports Cards on Instagram. There's got our link to our YouTube page and our eBay page. As always, guys, spread the word, pass it on, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. Thanks.